My name is Elena Carter. I'm 36 years old. 20 years ago, my parents erased me from their lives, legally, publicly, completely. I was 16, pregnant, standing in cold November rain with one suitcase, while my mother pointed at the door and told me I was dead to them. That same night, they signed notarized papers cutting me off, me and any child I might ever have. I kept those papers. I kept everything. For 2 decades, I didn't exist to them. They told everyone I had moved abroad, building their perfect reputation on a lie. Then last week, they showed up at my door, smiling, desperate, asking to meet their grandson. A grandson they had been proudly talking about for months. There was just one problem. He didn't exist. Portland, Oregon, November 2004. I was a sophomore at St. Catherine's Academy, the youngest child of Michael and Diane Carter. On the surface, we were perfect. My father, a respected real estate attorney. My mother, a well-known figure in the PTA. Every Sunday, front row at church, dressed like a family out of a magazine. But inside, there was a quiet hierarchy. My brother, Logan, was the pride, my sister Olivia was the promise, and I was the afterthought. I met Ryan Harper in a library. He found me crying after my mother forgot to pick me up, for the 3rd time that month. He didn't judge. He stayed. For the first time, I felt like I mattered. Then came October 28, a gas station bathroom, 2 pink lines, my hands shaking. When I told Ryan, he didn't leave. "We'll figure it out," he said. "You're not alone." But I knew my parents. Their concern wouldn't be me, it would be their image. November 14th, 2004. I told them at dinner. Silence. Then my father stood. "If you keep that baby, you are no longer part of this family." By 9:15 that night, I was outside, rain pouring, suitcase in hand. My siblings watched from upstairs. Neither came down. Ryan did. And so did a neighbor, Mrs. Evelyn Brooks, who opened her door and said, "You can stay as long as you need." That night, I lost a family and found the beginning of another. 2 weeks later, we moved to a tiny studio in Seattle, $425 a month, above a laundromat. It smelled like bleach and survival. My parents made it official, a notarized document cutting me off completely. No rights, no ties, no responsibility. I kept that paper for 20 years. On July 6, 2005, my daughter was born, Lily Grace Harper. 10 fingers, 10 toes, a voice strong enough to fill every broken part of me. I held her and made one promise. No one will ever make you feel unwanted. The early years were hard. Ryan worked double shifts, I studied when I could. We lived on ramen, hope, and exhaustion, but we were together, and that was enough. Until it wasn't. March 15th, 2010. A truck ran a red light. Ryan didn't make it home. He was 26. Lily was 4. The life insurance paid $12,000. That was all. I was 22, alone, no safety net. So I worked. I started with small interior design jobs, apartments, staging homes, anything. It wasn't glamorous, but it kept us going. In 2012, I met Isabella Vance. She saw potential where I only saw survival. "You have talent," she told me. "Let's build something real." In 2014, with her help and a $50,000 loan, I started my business. Years passed. Slowly, everything changed. By 2024, 22 employees, $4.2 million in revenue, a life built from nothing. And still, no word from my family. Until the day they needed me. November 5th, 2024. I came home and saw a black Mercedes in my driveway. They were standing at my door. older, polished, familiar. My parents. They told me about my son, a grandson they had been bragging about for months, a perfect story they had created. Then came the offer, $250,000, 3 hours at their anniversary party. Smile, take photos, play the role. Before I could respond, Lily walked downstairs. 19, calm, sharp. She looked at them and understood immediately. "These are them, aren't they?" she asked. They tried to fix the story, to reshape reality. She didn't let them. "You want me to lie about my entire existence?" she said. That night I opened the box, the papers, the truth they thought time had buried. A few days later we walked into their event. 200 guests, cameras, a perfect image. And I told the truth. About the night I was thrown out, about the papers, about the daughter they erased. Then Lily spoke. "You could have known me," she said. "You chose not to." We didn't stay. We didn't wait. We walked out. By morning, everything had changed. Their reputation cracked. Their story fell apart. But the real change wasn't theirs. It was mine. For the first time in 20 years, I felt free. This isn't revenge, it's truth. It's choosing a life you built over a past that tried to erase you. Sometimes the family you build is stronger than the one you were born into, and sometimes that's more than enough.